Hi, my name is Derald. Today I'm going to be talking about how to resolve conflict in a marriage. So we're going to identify conflict. Well, there's going to be conflict in our lives, and overcoming it can be highly beneficial to our happiness and well-being. Conflict can be a common occurrence in a marriage, but here is some information that can help you manage conflict. For me, I've been married almost 13 years. It'll be 13 years in March. So first I'm going to talk about steps to resolve conflict in your marriage, and then I will focus on 5 love languages. So now that I've told you a little bit about myself, I'm going to talk about how to resolve conflict in your marriage. First, it's going to be steps to resolve conflict in your marriage. Resolving conflict requires accepting and adjusting to your differences, to your differences. Reasons for conflict in a marriage is sometimes that opposites attract, and that pretty much is referring to the lifestyle of so one person can live like a fast-paced life, and the other one lives a slower-paced life, which can cause conflict because one wants to go fast, one wants to go slow. So, and just overall lifestyle differences, personalities are also causes to conflicts. One way to do this, to resolve it, is you have to defeat selfishness within yourself. This is the difference of magnified by that you are selfish, and that you have a sinful nature in your life. Selfishness, we have to put ourselves last. You got to put your spouse first. If you don't, then that will also lead to conflicts within the marriage. You have to give up your own will for your spouse's will first. Also, you got to pursue the other person. We have to pursue peace. We have to take the first step in resolving the conflict and not wait for the other person to make the first step. We also have to love confrontation. A great marriage is when both spouses feel that each other is a good friend that listens, understands, and works throughout conflict. You got to confront with grace and tactfulness, which requires wisdom, patience, humility, and things to check during the process would be your wisdom, your attitude, and your motivation. We need to have forgiveness. That's pretty much we need to ask for and grant forgiveness quickly with your spouse. Now that I've talked about the steps to resolve, I'm going to cover the 5 love languages. So the 5 love languages are, the first one is words of affirmation, which are pretty much words that build up your spouse. So you look good, you did this good, I like how you do this, whatever it is. It can be anything. It's just, you got to give encouraging words to your spouse. The next is quality time, which is pretty much obvious. You want to spend time with your spouse. That doesn't involve the TV, phones, or electronics of any nature. And no distractions of anything. Next one is receiving gifts, which could be buying a gift for them, flowers, a handmade gift, or the gift of yourself, just to be with them, could be a gift that they would like as well. The next is acts of service, which is just doing anything you can to help them out. Like the dishes, the laundry, cleaning the house, helping with the kids. The next is physical touch. It's pretty much holding hands, hugging, kissing. The book that I did read did say intimacy as physical touch as well. Next is you got to keep your love tank full. First you have the empty love tank, which is if you're not meeting your spouse's 5 love languages. their tank will be empty and will cause conflict. Next is fill in the love tank, which is just pretty much doing whatever their love language is. You stick to that. If it's acts of service, you keep doing stuff with them, and it'll keep their love tank full, which will reduce conflicts in marriage. In the book, there's a test. In the book, The 5 Love Languages, there's a test that will explain to answer the questions. It will show you what your love language is. So now that I've talked about the 5 languages, I'm going to recap my speech. So I talked about how to resolve conflict in your marriage in the 5 love languages. I'm hoping that this information can help people resolve conflicts in the future in their marriages. And as difficult as it is to work through conflict in a marriage, we can claim God's promises. God blesses our effects based on His words. Oh, our efforts are based on His words, not efforts. Yeah, I'm done.